What's up, YouTube? This is the Bleach Manga 471 prediction rant. This chapter, it was pretty much enjoyable. It was just your average chapter. It wasn't, super good, but it wasn't super bad either. Before I, go ahead and give you my prediction, I'm going to give you a synopsis of the chapter. It starts off with us seeing Riruka and Rukia and, a little dialogue with them. And, Riruka doesn't want to be I guess you could say, normal human. And she says she wouldn't have met Tsukushima and she wouldn't have met Genjo if she was a normal human. And I think right before that, we found out that Rukia can still use her Shinigami powers, I guess, while in that little dog form or, teddy bear form or whatever you want to call it, little stuffed animal form. But, I guess, her ketos don't work because I guess they'll blow up in her suit and like her, she can't lift her Zanpakuto toe while she's in that form either. So all she really has is Shunpost. I'm kind of wondered what's going to happen to Rukia. I'm just so surprised that she just got like, she's just getting owned by Ruka like that. I'm like, Ruka didn't even seem that sweet to me. And I don't know. I guess you could say Rukia was just going a little too easy, if you ask me, because Ruka's not really even that strong. I mean, it's just, I guess a bad circumstance. But, yeah, anyway, the chapter also shows us, Genjo and Ichigo and Uryu going at it. And, I also, enjoyed seeing that. And we found out that Genjo can use Ichigo's powers. I mean, we already knew that he could use his full bring. He got his full bring powers, but he can actually use Getsuga Tensho. And, I don't know why they made it seem like Ichigo had a lot of abilities since they said he can use all of his abilities since Ichigo only has one ability. But, yeah, he can use his abilities. I'm like, I want to see Genjo have a Bankai, like his own thing, so bad. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I want to. If he was, the first substitute Shinigami, why does he not have his powers, or why do we not see any of his like abilities? As far as like we just seen his full brain. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see some of that. I'm kind of wondering, if Genjo's gonna have anything extra, but who knows? He may whip something out later. And I think the chapter ends basically with Riruka and Rukia talking, and she like about the normal human stuff, and she's basically about to give Rukia a little backstory, on like I guess their lives and how Genjo saved him and how Tsukushima saved him. So that'd be a little interesting for next chapter. It's probably not going to be any fighting. It's probably going to be a whole chapter of backstory. So for all of you guys out there that are looking for action next chapter, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Which I don't mind. I mean, I love getting information on the characters and backstory and all that little good stuff. But there's not really too much to predict about next chapter since I'm really thinking it's going to be backstory. I mean, I have no idea what Kubo is really going to do with that. As far as who I mean, what's happened to certain Fullbringers. I mean, we know that what's his name, Yukio is a lot like Game Master. So I mean, we already know his backstory. Tsukushima, I don't know. I kind of wonder since they talk about Tsukushima and they talk about Genjo, because Tsukushima also be like he could have been a Shinigami before. Like, is he also a substitute Shinigami? Maybe that he was the second one. Maybe Genjo was just the first one to go ahead and do his thing. That's just a thought. I mean, they all do have pretty much knowledge in the Shinigami, and I know, of course, Genjo was one, but it would just make sense to me if Tsukushima was one as well. I'm like, I think there was actually, I was on a forum site, and some of you guys may know about this, but I mean, there was one lieutenant or something. I don't, he's not a lieutenant anymore, but we don't know what happened to him, but he looks a lot like Tsukushima, so who knows? Maybe Tsukushima kind of, went to the real, well, not real, the physical world, just like Ishin did in some way. Maybe he was part of the Soul Society at one time. But it's just a speculation. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, on this video. Give your thoughts, all that good stuff. If you like these kind of videos, subscribe if you, want to see more. If you don't, then I guess just, do your thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys later.